The news of Peter Obi meeting Rufai in University of Cambridge, London has been giving some people sleepless nights in Nigeria. It has been giving some people high blood pressure. Forget about posturing. They tell you, is it Rufai that has no electoral value, that he couldn't deliver Kaduna State for APC in 2023, as if Tinubu delivered Lagos State to APC. As if the then chairman of APC delivered Nasarawa State to APC. Even the current chairman, Ganduje, didn't deliver Kano State to APC. So forget about their narrative. The coalition they tell you is of no consequence, that they can't remove Tinubu in 2027. It is giving them sleepless nights. That's why they are poaching opposition politicians. But the problem here is they have single votes like every other person. If there is serious mobilization across northern Nigeria, all these politicians will regret ever joining APC. And they know that Rufai has the capacity to mobilize northerners. Anywhere they are, he will mobilize them. They will follow him. The same way Rufai mobilized northerners to support the Muslim ticket in 2023. It's the same way he will mobilize them and tell them Muslim ticket was a wrong choice. If you allow them to continue, that means Nigerians might die as a result. He knows the right words to use. He knows the right rhetoric. The same rhetoric he used against Peter Obi in 2023 is now going to tell them, hey, this is the right way to go. If you want to leave, because it has become an existential problem for Nigerians, if you vote for people who don't care about your suffering, who have even increased your suffering, then you might die as a result. They will use all their last energy to defend their vote. So let no one deceive you. Don't fall for their narrative. And people that are always saying, Rufai did this, Rufai did that. No, politics is not done with the emotions. There are no permanent friends and permanent enemies. Besides, why do you set a different standard when it reaches your own turn, and the people that you are after, the people you are up against, they operate on a different standard? All these people were part of APC just a few years ago. Now you have opportunity to team up with them to fight the common enemy. You are now setting standards. No. This is not the time to talk about standards, except you are a useful idiot. You might not know it. You are playing into their hands. You are doing the campaigning for them. Everybody is an asset once politics is involved. You will go and knock on the door of your enemy if you are seeking power. That is how it is done. Once you are trying to climb that ladder of power, you have to knock on every door. Whether your enemy, whether your friend, whether a criminal, whether this, whether that, you must knock on everyone's door. You need everyone to win. When you get there, you will now start picking and choosing, start setting standards, start saying, this person can't hold this position, you know, he did this, he did that in the past. But right now you want to get up there, you have to work with everyone. Look at the kind of characters that are not just in APC, but also in leadership positions in Nigeria. Is it the chairman of APC, Ganduje, that was caught on camera stuffing wads of dollars, thousands of dollars inside his babariga? Up till today, EFCC haven't even invited him, not to talk of charging him to court when they don't need evidence. The past EFCC chairman said they submitted the video for a forensic analysis, but up till today, nothing. They are behaving as if the video doesn't even exist. As if making Umar Ganduje chairman of APC wasn't enough disgrace to Nigerians, wasn't enough demarketing of Nigeria, Tinubu made him a board chairman. Is it fun? So you can imagine the type of people in leadership positions in Nigeria. Are we going to talk about Akpabio, the Senate president, a man accused of stealing or misappropriating billions of naira when he was governor? In fact, in 2015, the SSS raided the government house in Akwa Ibom State and they discovered millions of dollars in cash. And after that, the case died just like that. No one is talking about it anymore. Because of what? He decamped to APC. Even Udom Emmanuel claimed that SSS has no right to invade the government house. But how can the government be transacting in dollars when the legal tender in Nigeria is naira? Let's even assume they wanted to conduct a business and they're obligated to pay in dollars. Why must it be cash running into millions of dollars? This is money the man wanted to launder. And because he decamped to APC, the case died a natural death. Is it Tinubu himself, their leader? You know the baggage that he comes with. No need repeating it here. So you can see why Nigeria will never develop when these types are in charge. And now that Nigerians are trying to find a way through a coalition to sweep them away in 2027, some people are regurgitating many things, saying that if Peter Obi teams work with Rufai, that he will lose the middle belt, he will do this, he will do that. Why not just vote for your Tinubu? Yes, it's as simple as that. If you find yourself in a deep problem and your only savior happens to be your enemy knocks on your door out of the blue and offers to help, please refuse that offer because the person is your enemy. We are talking about a way to redeem this country, and people are saying this person is that, this person is that. No one is perfect. He might have done certain things in the past, but this time around, Rufai is needed. He's a huge asset to the opposition. Nigerians must learn how to play politics like the politicians. Look at all the people decamping to APC today. These were people that said unprintable things against APC in the past, that they are so incompetent, that they brought insecurity, many things they said. But today, they are all decamping to APC simply because of their interest. They feel they will win an election under APC, no one can rig them out, they will be in charge of the rigging, and also all their corruption cases will go away. An example is Ifeanyi Okowa, the former governor of Delta State. Also, Udom Emmanuel, who is planning to decamp with the current governor of Akwa Ibom State. So you can imagine they are all assembling together, despite the fact that they are supposed to hate each other because they contest against each other in the elections. But they are united under corruption. Once it comes to taking care of their interests, making sure they look out for each other, they unite against the Nigerian people. And now that Nigerians have an opportunity to remove all these people from power, suddenly someone starts telling you, don't work with this person, don't work with that person. It's not good to work with this person, it's not this, it's not that. When all the politicians unite under their common interest, can't you see they are playing you? Look at Wike that said unprintable things against APC when he was governor of Rivers State. But because he couldn't secure the presidential ticket of PDP, he couldn't also secure the vice presidential ticket of PDP, he quickly switched to APC. Today he'll be forming holier than thou, telling you, I'm for good governance and for this and for that. Can't you see he's playing you? Can't you see he's just after his interest? Why did he switch parties? Why didn't he stay in PDP and fight it out there? But he switched because he realized that maybe they will win, and if he's not in a winning party, he will lose. He will not have any political appointment. So politicians unite, whether they have fought each other or not in the past, they always unite to protect their interests. But you, an ordinary Nigerian, that doesn't matter, your opinion doesn't count, you can't influence anything, all the things that politicians are doing are at your detriment. It's now your opportunity, your chance to fight back, and you're saying, this is the standard, this is morality. No, they are playing you, don't fall for it. You don't need to love anyone. They're also not asking you to love them. But in this kind of situation, in this kind of coalition, political arrangement, everyone cares about his interest. And once that interest is protected, they tell you, in order to achieve this interest, you must pass through your enemy. Then you must do it. If you don't do it, that means you're not serious. And if you're not serious about it, you're just paying lip service to good governance and all the things you want to achieve when you sweep all these people from power. If you're not serious about it, then go ahead and vote Tinubu, the only remaining alternative. Prior to 2015 presidential election, APC poached PDP governors. They decamped from PDP, the ruling party at the time, under Goodluck Jonathan. They decamped to APC to contest the presidential election. It's just like today, APC governors decamping to the opposition. Whichever party the coalition eventually runs under in 2027, imagine APC governors decamping to that party. Now you have an opportunity to do the same thing they did to gain power. Power they've never used to turn around the fortunes of Nigerians. They've been punishing Nigerians, especially under this administration. You have the opportunity to do it. You are still saying, this person is that, this person is this. You are not serious. Now take this example. J.D. Vance, the US Vice President. Do you know the kind of unprintable things he said about Donald Trump in the past? Today, he's the US Vice President under the same Donald Trump. You people take politics too personal. The only time you need to take politics very personal is when you plan to vote against someone who have devalued your currency, rendered your savings nearly worthless, brought all sorts of untold hardship to your life. That's the time you need to hold that grudge, so that on election day, you come out on time, cast your vote against that person, make sure you protect your vote so that no one can steal it, to a level that you can tolerate or handle, not necessarily putting yourself at risk. This is the only time you need to do it. All other times, you have to play the politics like politicians do. When you have to work with your enemy to achieve your objective, to protect your interests, you have to do it. There's no pride in doing that. After all, your enemy will be willing to work with you. There's nothing personal in politics. There's no emotions. Just focus on your objective and your interests, and everything will turn out good once you win. When you get there, you can now start picking and choosing. Get the job done first, and every other thing will take care of itself. Rufai might have said unprintable words against P2B in 2023, but he did it to gain an advantage. It's a contest. The more people you convince, the more you win. He might have also done things you didn't like in the past, but that's politics for you. Politicians are not there to please you or to do things that you would like. They do things that cover their interest. And they also consider that's those who care about national interest or statewide interest, the interest of Nigerians or the people they govern. They also take decisions based on that. So it might not exactly be what you like, but if they have good intentions, they will do things in the national interest. Like in this situation in 2017, where Rufai told his people not to retaliate against Igbo people. Some people were telling Igbo people that they should leave northern states back to their states. Rufai said this:
those young people that are shouting for are the ones that will go and carry the guns, and they're the ones that will get killed. It's not me and you. We are too old. But we have not taught them by example and through discipline and enforcement of law that what they are doing is wrong. And we have to do it. This is my appeal to you, Your Royal Highnesses. We all need Nigeria. It is from within Nigeria we can all be greater. I have recognized the contribution of Indigo in Kaduna. We want to encourage private entrepreneurship. We want to create jobs for young people. It's not possible without private enterprise. You are enterprising people. All you need is a level playing field. We are going to do what we have to do to protect everyone in Kaduna. We'll do whatever it takes. Our unity is our strength. We can be great within the Nigerian context.
Also, people should feel flattered that people that campaigned against them in the past are seeking to work with them now. Don't you think it's because you are doing something good that is attracting people to you? Yes, you must be doing something good. That's why they are seeking to work with you this time around, to the extent that they are even regretting why they didn't work with you in the first place instead of working with the calamity. Now, let's hear what P2B said. Meanwhile, this kind of meeting with Rufai in a foreign country will continue in the future because that's the only way to perfect the coalition. That's if they are going to work together in 2027.
One of us who have been in office here, there's nothing called a lead capture. You have to capture yourself first. If you're not part of it, you can dismantle it. You know, because it's like people telling you you can't fight corruption. I disagree. If you are not stealing, your wife, I make emphasis, is not stealing, your children are not stealing, you reduce it by 50%. Yeah. I have served as a governor. If you are not stealing, because for people to steal, you have to be stealing first. Because you have to approve what they steal. So if your own is there, everybody will add his own. But if your own is not there, everybody will be scared. The same thing goes with the elite capture. If people see you doing the right thing, there's no way they will support you. There's no way, because you could see it. You could even see the gaps that are there and everything. In a country like Nigeria, which I used to, that's like I talk about Africa, we have all the potentials to be a great nation. So nobody can tell you that, oh, Nigeria is hungry. No, you can't say that. Because we have all it takes to pull ourselves out of them. Nigeria doesn't have this. We have all it takes. So the elite captures that if you don't, you yourself have to say, listen, this is where we're going. This is what we want to achieve. And when people see you going the right path, they will. I've been in office where initially people didn't understand what I'm doing. And I was impeached. I was removed from office for a while. But the moment people knew what I was doing, they agreed with me.